All right, good evening, everybody. As everyone is filtering in, let me first introduce myself. My name is Jordan Steele, coming to you from the comfort of my home in Atlanta, Georgia. You're like, Jordan, you live in Atlanta, Georgia? I mean, Puget Sound has been my home for so long, and yes, I did end up moving across the country, but you know what? Puget Sound, Seattle, Willamette Valley, all those locations I've lived, it's right here. It's where my heart is, and that will always be my quote-unquote home. I am so proud that all of you guys are here on behalf of DSC as your MC this evening. Again, I'm Jordan Steele. I work currently at the Weather Channel, but a lot of you may know me from King 5 or even in the Tri-Cities, KEPR TV, which that's where my stomping grounds, where I got the start. I'm so glad that you guys are here with us tonight. I hope this next year we could actually be in person. So, get rid of the virtual stuff. Let's get back to handshakes, fist bumps, and hugs. I'm a hugger, so that's just all I'll be doing. I'm blown away by how this organization focuses in on, people with Down syndrome, their families, while building and accepting an inclusive society. Now, yes, I had a TV stint, but a lot of you didn't know this. I have a son with Down syndrome. His name's Kinlan. He's 2 years old. And, our story might be something like your story. The entire pregnancy, everything was great. We wanted to be surprised. We didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. All the sonograms came back completely positive. He's happy, he's healthy, and he's gonna be a beautiful, don't tell me, because I want to be surprised. So we were surprised. He came out as a boy. Within 6 hours of him being born into this world, the doctors came to us and said, hey, we should probably think about testing him for Down syndrome. And as you can imagine, in that moment, like a lot of us have shared this experience, the roller coaster of emotions, the ups, the downs, everything in between. But now that we are on this side of it, man, it has been the biggest blessing we have ever been blessed with in our entire lives. I mean, we've got 3 kids. I'll get to the other 2 in just a moment, but Kinlan is a rock star. He is doing great, and we are just happy to be a part of this community, a part of the Down syndrome community, aka your community. Of course, like I said, I am blown away by how this organization focuses on empowering people with Down syndrome and their families. And while building and accepting that inclusive society, tonight is what it's all about. We are going to meet the DSC members and families and learn more about the impact that, DSC has in Puget Sound. And of course, how you guys can help. So an enormous thank you. We got to start off with the big thank yous. Those of you who have contributed to substantially, your time, your efforts, maybe financially, to help tonight be possible. Because without you, it probably wouldn't be possible. So can we say a big thank you? Maybe give a virtual round of applause. You can type something in the chat box to Janine and Dino Christophilus, Rhonda and Mario Banquero, our passionate co-chairs, for their tireless efforts and dedication. This event, like I said, would not be possible without you. So thank you. We notice all the hard work you put in, and we are grateful. And a very special thanks to our Style and Stars sponsors. Let's start with our trendsetter sponsor. That's Refined Closet, Allison and Kirby Winfield, and HMG Marketing. How about the designer sponsor? Raise Expectations, Seattle Lives, Alyssa and Bill Sunderland, and Kirill and Elias Alvord. Thank you guys so much. Next is our mode sponsor, Iron Springs Resort, RVC Medical, Anna and John Sy, and Becky and Mike Ronan. Thank you guys. The Fro sponsor is Williams Kastner, Virginia Mason Medical Center, Monorail Espresso, Mercedes-Benz North America, and Terry and Tom Miller. And of course, our amazing in-kind sponsors and volunteers from NCL Seattle Chapter. Thank you all so much. Well, it's all about tonight. We are here to support DSC and the individuals with Down syndrome. And you guys get to make this happen. #UpSyndrome. Am I right? We have an amazing selection of silent auction items for which you are able to bid on, and that goes until 5 o'clock tonight. Don't miss the chance to take home a bottle of Cayuse or Leonetti wines, dine at Canlis, one of my go-tos, high on my bucket list, of course. You guys can be chauffeured to wine tasting at Pom Cellars, or of course, just beautiful gold necklace, which is always classic, from Maria Christophilus Jewelry. You guys, if you haven't already done so, you can register for the auction. You use your phone, you scan the QR code, and on the bottom of your screen, you can start the bidding. The auction is open until 5 o'clock. So you got another, 50 minutes or so to get out there and do your bidding and have some fun while you're at it. And know that everything you're bidding on is going to a great cause. Okay, on the screen, this is how you can actually, the how-to of how you guys could use your phone while you're maybe watching on your computer, or on, if you got to stream it on your television set. If you guys have any problems, we have that chat box there. It is there for you. If you guys are going to be on social media and you want to raise awareness about the community we have here in Puget Sound, about, uplifting the idea of Down syndrome, use the hashtag DSC Style and Stars. We'll be tracking that too. And of course, we would love to see your photos. All right. Here's a chance for you guys to dine at one of Seattle's most iconic fine dining restaurants. You guys can win on this. But first, let's hear from the folks at Canlis.
Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this fundraiser. We are proud to be a part of it ourselves and to support those with Down syndrome, wrestling through what is such a difficult part of life sometimes. And thanks for bidding on this item and for just supporting the restaurant. This is Mark Canlis here at Canlis Restaurant. I'm hanging out with my brother, Brian, who is, there he is, that's him. This is what it looks like these days, and it won't look this way whenever you come in for dinner. Bid high, it's for a great cause, and thanks for being part of this community.
All right, thank you to the Canlis brothers. I gotta say, happy bidding to everyone. Let's get started. That's the official, unofficial start to the bidding process. All right, I mentioned that I have a son with Down syndrome. But what I didn't tell you is that he has an older brother and sister. I kind of briefly mentioned Caden and Emery, boy or girl twins. Both of our pregnancies, you can imagine, is a shock. First one, it's like, oh, by the way, you're gonna have twins. And the second one's like, oh, by the way, we should probably test your kid for Down syndrome. We're like, man, every pregnancy's got this crazy shock and awe, both of which have been huge blessings. And those two, the 7-year-old twins, are Kinlan's heroes. They watch over him, they play with them. It is so amazing to see how they push him excel to that next level. So that's them. They're awesome. I love them so much. And I want to share with you another story and another person. I want to introduce you to Shannon Kane, another DSC sibling.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shannon Kane, and my youngest brother, Joey, is on the Down syndrome community of Puget Sound board. He is the only self-advocate on the DSC board. I know I might be biased, but I think Joey is the best. He is not only an incredible brother, but he is an incredible person. There are so many things about Joey that make him an incredible person, and one of them is that he has Down syndrome. I had only just turned 6 when Joey was born, so very little of my life was without Joey. And for that, I am so grateful. I have been lucky enough to know and love someone with Down syndrome since I was 6 years old, and I know this is a huge part of why I am who I am. To know Joey is to be loved unconditionally. I have never once had any doubt that I was loved by him for exactly who I am. I feel this every time I am with him, but he also does not hesitate to tell me. As the oldest of 4, I also have the incredible joy of watching this unconditional love be shown to our 2 other siblings. If there's one thing I know we all have in common, it's how loved we feel by Joey. Joey's love for people also carries over to a general love for life. Everything is a celebration. We were all so young when Joey was born that Joey has always just been Joey. We didn't spend a lot of time growing up thinking about how he was different than us, and I also didn't spend a lot of time thinking about how others saw him as different than me. As I've gotten older, though, I notice more frequently how other people see Joey, and I watch people treat him differently because of their preconceived ideas of what having Down syndrome means. When we are out at a restaurant or store, 9 times out of 10, the person helping us talks to me and not to Joey. They direct all questions to me, likely assuming that Joey cannot answer for himself. I notice more looks, most curious, but some unkind. At first, it's hard not to feel frustrated. Frustrated that they're treating him differently, and frustrated that they aren't giving him a chance to show what he can do. But then I have to remind myself that many people have not been lucky enough to know, love, and be inspired by a Joey. I have to remember that they probably haven't had a constant example that differences make us beautiful, or haven't watched an awesome kid courageously face life's obstacles, consistently exceeding what people said he could do based on a diagnosis. And that changes my thinking. It makes me wish for them that they were lucky enough to have that, and it makes me hope that their interaction with Joey today might change their preconceived ideas just a bit. The DSC leads Down syndrome awareness, outreach, and engagement for our community, with important events each year, including the Buddy Walk. The DSC serves over 4,500 families each year with programs, services, and resources. Please join me tonight in supporting the DSC and securing the future of this invaluable community asset. Remember when you pledge your support this evening. Who is your inspiration? Who gives you the courage to face life's obstacles? I can't think of a better cause. Thank you for being a part of our community and for pledging your support.
I think the one thing that I really want people to think about is how much fun life would be if they would relax and genuinely be friends and do stuff with people that have disabilities. It's the difference in how they perceive the world. They're looking at the world through a very different lens than we are. They're very intuitive about people and who's really paying attention and who's not. And it's fascinating. Once you really start to listen, you go, oh wow, there's a wisdom here about how the world ought to work, and how people ought to interact with each other. If we slow down and pay attention to it, it's magical.
In preschool, I spoke at the UN in New York City. That was my first real experience with public speaking, and I was definitely nervous. My hands were shaking, but I held it and I believed in myself and I just went for it.
Devin has graduated from both high school and college and now has a job in downtown Seattle. She commutes to her job by riding her bike to the light rail station, riding the rail, then taking the bus before walking a couple of blocks to work.
I'm working at a biotech company that's doing stem cell research. People don't know how it affects people with Down syndrome to have a job, because it also makes us feel really good and proud of ourselves to have a real job. Having Down syndrome does not define me. I see a fighter. I see a warrior. Not everyone believed in me, but I did. Sometimes you have to try, and if it doesn't work out, then just try again. And also dream big. I ask that we treat each other the way we want to be treated. I ask that you believe in other people's dreams.
But if we're not growing, we are staying the same, so I will welcome the change.
Lead with your heart. Lead your own path. Give yourself permission to fail. Remember to try new things and grow from your mistakes. We are building bridges. Have the courage to build bridges in your community. Community of friendship and inclusion. To feel belonged and included. Only you can be you.
Ah, yes, Devin, thank you. Thank you so much for the poem and just for inspiring us with your writing and reminding us of the important role DSC plays in our community. From there, we're gonna get this show started. Are you guys ready for some amazing members of the DSC to strut their stuff and rock the runway? Let's get started. And we're gonna start with some cell phone video. I shot myself outside the house with Kinlan and his siblings. I talked to him about them earlier, and here they are. Kate and Emery showcasing Kinlan's struts down the red carpet, working on Kinlan's hairstyle. I've personally been trying to vouch for the man bun, you know. Eventually we'll cut it all off, but for now, it looks good, buddy, and you look fantastic. And as you can see, Caden and Emery are champions of his younger brother. All right, from there, let's go back inside to Gwen Dupree and her grandmother. Hey, Gwen, you look absolutely adorable. What is that, like a little ballet outfit there? Walking with her grandmother. Gwen, of course, is a little 3-year-old, looking stylish, absolutely beautiful, and grandmother, you look beautiful as well. Thank you for your time in doing just that. Okay, now on to Devin Edelman. Devin is the 24-year-old. Her favorite activity is writing poetry, rocking the red dress, giving us the flair. Show me that style and stars action. Love it. Thank you so much, Devin. All right, next up is gonna be Kate Winfield. Let's bring Kate on the stage. You got the pink dress. Talk about flair, hair whip and all. Yes, give it to me. In fact, give me some more. Oh, not done yet. Getting back, and I have a feeling we're gonna do one more hair toss. 12 years old and absolutely beautiful. Loves gymnastics. It's okay, Sarah, you're next. Yes, give me that nice jean jacket look. Bright orange. There's another hair flip. Sarah is 12 years old. She loves watching YouTube. She loves making her own videos. We appreciate you. Timothy Burchett walking with his sister Victoria. Hey guys, Timothy's 11 years old. Cute. Victoria's 14. Timothy loves animals. Hey Timothy, maybe you can become a zoologist or work at a zoo, which is always fun. I wanted to do that when I was a kid. All right, Phoebe Lyman, you're up next, looking fantastic. I love how the glasses match the dress, beautiful. 7 years old, Phoebe's 7. Phoebe loves dancing, she loves painting, she loves playing with her sister Paige, and she also loves walking the runway. Snap those fingers, give me that pizzazz. Next up is gonna be Peter Mervin. Peter is an 11-year-old. Hey, what's up, Peter? Like the button down. I love the surfer hair. You see that wave, that nice wave crested over. Looking good, my friend. Peter loves swimming, jumping on trampolines, and animals as well. Thanks, Peter. All right, we got Emma Chudzik walking with her sister Chloe. Hey, you two. Emma's 10 years old, loves making her own comic books, and if that doesn't pull at your heartstrings, I don't know what will. Emma, good job. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. You both are stunning. All right, we got Franny Ronan. Franny, you're up next. Get on the stage and come on out. Yes. Love the colors, girlfriend. Show me the dress. Franny is 11 years old. She loves to sing. Thank you for the bow. Thank you. Thank you. And per the usual, likes the runway as well. All right, Iman King, you are next, and you have got the Seahawks attire, which I can dig. You're 21 years old. Iman loves playing the drums, posing. Yes, Iman, I love it. Iman is also a co-teacher of DSC's Understanding Adolescence and the Puberty program. We're gonna bring back Kate and Sarah because why not? The colors go together. Your attitude goes together. We love the pizzazz and the flair. Show us some more. Give me this pose. If I had a camera, I'd all be a cha-ching, cha-ching. And then we're gonna get one more group on the stage. And that is gonna be Peter and Franny. Can we get you guys back on the stage? I want to, we want you guys to finish out the show. Come on out, come on. Walking down, give each other some love, give us some love. Oh my gosh, that is just absolutely adorable. Thank you guys for putting in the effort and the time. And I know it's a little nerve-wracking with all the cameras and lights at you, but we appreciate how you're to put all that at bay. I wanna thank all the models too, all your siblings, the grandparents who joined us this evening. We couldn't do this without you. We're thinking so much of you. We love this event. We're appreciative of you. And of course, these are the true stars of the evening. So thank you so much. All right, we're gonna keep this show moving. I am now pleased to invite Luke Mervit to join us on stage. Hey, Luke.
Hello. I am so pleased to be here with you, celebrating DSC's annual Style and Stars. My name is Luke Mervin, and I am Peter Mervin's big brother. My brother Peter is 11 years old, and he was born with Down syndrome. I'm 2 years older than Peter, so I don't really remember life without him. He is amazing and loves life. Peter can turn around a terrible day with just a smile or a hug, and I know he makes the people around him kinder, impacting everyone he meets in a really special way. Having a sibling with Down syndrome can be hard, but it's also a unique and eye-opening experience. A lot of us grow up with siblings in our lives, some older, some younger. I believe our brothers and sisters help shape who we are and how we see the world. They also teach us important lessons that we may have never learned without them. I'm grateful to be Peter's big brother. My brother Peter's diagnosis of Down syndrome came the day he was born, unexpected by my mom and dad. My brother Peter is amazing, but he's amazing in the same way most little brothers are. People living with Down syndrome engage and contribute in our communities as students, employees, family, and friends, with many making notable and remarkable achievements. Many kids with Down syndrome do best in inclusive learning environments. Typical kids, students like myself, and maybe you too, are also said to do best when learning in inclusive classrooms. How better to learn about diversity, kindness, and friendship with people of different abilities and characteristics. The DSC supports so many families in our community, like mine, in so many ways. DSC is building a world where people with Down syndrome participate fully in inclusive schools, inclusive activities, and inclusive workplaces. Please join me tonight in supporting DSC. The funds raised will allow DSC to continue this important work of advocacy, awareness, and services for those in need, making certain every person in our community gets the opportunities they need and deserve. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke, for reminding all of us, the important role DSC plays in the lives of so many, why we are here tonight. You know, if you guys could all please join me in making a pledge, any amount is gonna help. You know, these programs we have, they're unique, they're special. The therapies alone, a lot of us use them. The fact that we get them is because of generous people like you. We are very appreciative and understanding when it comes to, you know, the financial contributions or even just your time. But tonight we're here to make a pledge to help all those individuals with Down syndrome and of course their families. Here's how you guys can donate. There's different ways you can do this, and probably a lot of you have already kind of talked about what you're thinking of donating in terms of a family, maybe a financial discussion of how important this plays in others. If I can extend a special thanks to our co-chairs for their tireless efforts and invite Janine and Rhonda to join us on the stage one more time. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rhonda Bancaro, and I'd like to thank you for joining us in support of DSC, an incredible organization providing services, programs, and resources for individuals with Down syndrome.
And I'm Janine Christopoulos. We, along with our husbands, Dino and Mario, are honored to be here this evening supporting the DSC. The DSC strives to build a world where people with Down syndrome can thrive, participating fully in schools, activities, and the workplace. We learned about the importance of this organization through our good friends, Allison and Kirby Winfield, whose daughter, Kate, 12, has Down syndrome. In speaking to them about their journey, there were two things that stood out as being critical. First, early access to support and connection. When they found out in the delivery room that Kate had Down syndrome, they approached this like they approach everything else. Let's hit the ground running. But at the time, they found out there wasn't a lot to run to. It's essential that parents get connected to resources like DSC they need in the early days of their child's development. The DSC turns no family away. And they stay with these kids well into adulthood, providing the support and connection that they need. The DSC helps their individuals with Down syndrome come together with their community and share a sense of belonging, helping them make friends and enjoy each other through friendly sport competitions, dances, and gatherings, enabling children to have those special, meaningful moments where they feel honored, they feel connected, and they feel very capable and celebrated.
My great friends, Adjua and Wayman, knew that they would be welcoming baby Gwen into this world with Down syndrome. But what did they do? They also wanted to hit the ground running. They decided that they were going to give baby Gwen the best of the best in terms of support, and that's where DSC comes in. Many of you are longtime supporters who know the vital role that DSC plays in our community. DSC is the only nonprofit organization in this region focused exclusively on providing services, programs, and resources for individuals with Down syndrome and their families. It really goes without saying that DSC feels an increasingly important community need in the Puget Sound.
Imagine just for a moment the impact that DSC has on our community and these families. Where would these children be without their support? This is why we are so honored to be here tonight, to support and celebrate this amazing community, your community.
They've nurtured a climate where every human being is recognized, their strengths appreciated, and their accomplishments respected and valued. Many of us will never fully understand the challenges experienced by those with developmental disabilities and their families. We are extremely lucky to have this organization, DSC, right here in our backyard. Year after year, DSC continues to support new and expecting parents, enables education programs for early learning, provides social and emotional support for families, and helps them advocate for themselves for full inclusion.
It is in that spirit that we ask all of you to open up your hearts tonight, to show the strength of your generous character by supporting DSC and the individuals with Down syndrome in our community.
Absolutely, Janine. Tonight is our night to support our friends, family, co-workers, and neighbors. I hope that you'll join Mario and I, Janine and Dino, in supporting the DSC. Thank you so much.
All right, so right now, you guys have the opportunity and the power to make a difference and actually change lives. DSC alone could not help individuals with Down syndrome. They need your help, and you can make the greatest difference. And we put this all together. It is now a community, so we're all in this together. We present you the opportunity to help us offer much needed services and these much needed programs to families in our community. And so we ask each of you to join us. I guarantee you're gonna get back so much more than you put in. It just, what goes around comes around. It really happens. I've seen it in my life. I've seen it in friends' lives. It could really help out. So if you guys could please make that investment in the lives of so many in your community, each gift makes a huge difference. And we are gonna start the pledge right now. Let's go ahead and start the pledge big. Let's go 10,000 or more. If you guys have that $10,000 mark and you decided, hey, this is something we really know, this is helping our community, we want to go big and donate $10,000 or more, now is your time to go ahead and donate electronically. And some of you have already donated. We appreciate you for that. The next tier is going to be $5,000. We're going to roll through this pretty quickly since I know a lot of you have already made the decision to do so. So if you've got that $5,000 mark or more, please go ahead and donate that number right now. The next level is gonna be $2,500. If we could get that $2,500 level, think about how many kids that one donation is gonna help. Doesn't have to be kids, could be, young adults, babies. The next level is gonna be $1,000. All right, if you got $1,000 you'd like to donate, we would really appreciate it. This next level is very exciting for us because we would love to double your impact. All right, so if we get a $500 donation by you, we have an anonymous match up to $10,000. So we will match your $500 and everybody else's $500 up to 10K. So let's try to get it to 10K. That's 20 pledges at $500. Let's see that happen so we can double it, all right? Okay, let's move to 250 now. 250 bucks is next. The next tier is 100, so you got 100 bucks, 250 bucks. No, it doesn't seem like that much, but it helps a ton of people. The last pledge could be my favorite because of what it resembles. And those of you who have been here with us for years, you know that the number 21 has a huge significance and meaning for us in the Down syndrome community. So the next donation is $21. Folks with Down syndrome, you've got that extra copy of the trisomy or the chromosome 21. So we got the $21 donation for the 21st chromosome, DSC. Let's do that right now. Even if you already donated 10 grand, just kind of go back in there, 21 bucks, boom, just cuz. Of course, as the night continues and as the weeks continue and as we get back to quote unquote normal, you guys could continue your support with DSC throughout, like I said, tonight or moving forward. Just click on that donate button or you guys know how to get a hold of us. All right, don't forget to keep bidding on the silent auction items or the live auction items, I should say, just auction items in general, because that helps as well. And it gives you a little fun date activity to go out, explore, try something new. Big special thanks to all of you that made this happen. We're gonna wrap things up. And of course, we thank you guys so much for just being here with us and spending time with us. I'm hoping this is the last virtual event. Get it out of here. Let's get back to live because remember how much fun that was. So Janine and Dino Christophilus, Rhonda, Mario Banquero, Shannon Kane, Luke Mervin, Devin Edelman, the all-stars of the evening who walked the runway. Thank you. Our event sponsors, many of the volunteers, and of course, you folks at home who are joining us and supporting the amazing organization. We thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Okay. Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Thanks for your support.
Thank you.
See you too. Thank you.
Thank you for your support and to be a part of this amazing community.